US President Donald Trump had a heated and ugly discussion with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House.
Be right about
From the very beginning of the war,
You're not in a good position.
This confrontation showed Trump's hostility toward Ukraine and President Zelensky, while the American president maintains a friendly attitude towards Russia's autocratic ruler Putin. The two leaders interrupted each other frequently in front of the media during what was meant to be a signing of minerals deal. Trump clearly sees Ukraine as a dispensable ally in a tough spot rather than a democratic ally facing an invasion from a much larger autocratic neighbor, Russia. Trump urged Zelensky to reach a deal with Russia, or he said, quote, "We are out."
You're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out...
Trump and US Vice President JD Vance criticized Zelensky openly. They called him ungrateful, disrespectful, and accused him of gambling with millions of lives. This also showed Trump's one-sided negotiating style, where he pressures the weaker side, Ukraine, to make concessions instead of pushing Russia for a compromise. The scene was so striking that Ukraine's ambassador to the US, Oksana Markarova, who was present, was seen holding her head in her hands. This image quickly went viral on social media. The reaction to this meeting has fallen along strict partisan lines. Republicans backed Trump's approach, with Senator Mike Lee praising him for putting America first, and Senator Jim Banks criticizing Zelensky's entitlement. Democrats condemned the exchange, with Senator Jack Reed calling it a political ambush benefiting Putin, while Democratic whip Catherine Clark of Massachusetts said she would never have thought an American president would choose a Russian dictator over a democratic ally. European leaders supported Ukraine without directly criticizing Trump. Francis Macron said simply, "There is an aggressor, Russia. There is a victim, Ukraine." Germany's incoming Chancellor, Merz, warned against confusing aggressor and victim. In Moscow, the confrontation was celebrated, with former Russian President Medvedev praising Trump for telling Zelensky the truth to his face, while using derogatory language to describe the Ukrainian leader. Medvedev described Zelensky as, quote, "an ungrateful pig," who, quote again, got a solid slap from the pigsty owners. When questioned before the Oval Office meeting about Trump's stance on Ukraine-Russia peace negotiations, Trump responded that he was in the middle working to end the conflict. However, his harsh criticism of Ukraine during the Oval Office meeting, combined with his previous statements that Kyiv, quote, "started the war," and his characterization of Zelensky as a dictator, suggest he may be more sympathetic to Russia's perspective on the conflict.
Our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
Trump's approach not only undermines Ukraine's struggle for sovereignty and peace, but also challenges the integrity of democratic alliances worldwide.